Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, hoodlers, shills, nutslays, peasants, vassals, pink slime, meat sacks. I'm a useful idiot, and today I would like to explain a concept that we come across constantly, particularly in the news these days, whether it's government or banks or corporations, and that's a concept called the blame game. And let me explain to you how this works, because it's a really beautiful system, and they all use it, and they all use it very effectively. So, you take government. For example, the Obama administration. So they have to basically reconstitute the Clinton administration because that's where all the experts are. That's where all the talent is. And they bring those people all in the administration. And even though they made lots of mistakes and fuck-ups when they were in the Clinton administration, you know, Obama's administration is going to be different. So he brings them all back, and they have this talent and these unique skills. And wow, look at that. They repeat all the same mistakes. And you know, Mitt Romney, same thing. You know, if he gets elected and he becomes president, he's just going to reconstitute the Bush administration. And it's going to be all their special talents and all their special skills. And, of course, they spent 8 years fucking up. But under Mitt Romney, of course, they won't fuck up. Because, well, it's a whole new ballgame, right? But here's the beautiful thing. So when they occasionally do something right, it's because of all these skilled, talented people that they brought into the fold. And, you know, when there's a small victory here and there, Obama takes all the credit, and all his lackeys take all the credit, because they're so talented and they're so skilled. But here's the beautiful part. When they fuck up, it's somebody else's fault. See how that works? Great system. So, you know, Obama can spend 4 years blaming everything on 8 years of Bush, and then 8 years of Bush he spent blaming 8 years of Clinton. And 8 years of Clinton, he spent all his time blaming it on Bush Sr., and so it goes. So they use the same mechanism, of course, in corporations and banks because it works so well. So you have, you know, Lloyd Blankfein, CEO of Goldman Sachs, and you have Jamie Dimon, the CEO of J.P. Morgan, and you have their chief financial officers like Dick Gould and all these guys, and it's really great because they've decided that their talent is so unique and so special that they have to pay them hundreds of millions of dollars in pay and stock options, and you know, because these guys shouldn't be treated like kings; they should be treated like gods. And but it's a beautiful system too, because you know, when they're raking in profits hand over fist and transferring wealth from the working class to the middle class, and scamming and creating this entire voodoo economic system where they push numbers around and don't actually produce anything but create huge, huge profits, mostly for themselves and a little bit for their shareholders. And but it's great because when they fuck up and they have a bad trade or they make bad investments or somebody catches them in one of their criminal activities, it's always somebody else's fault. Isn't that great? Government, corporations, banks, they all use the same game, the blame game, and it works really well. So why wouldn't they just keep doing it over and over and over? I love it when they bring Lloyd Blankfein and Ken Lewis and Jamie Dimon and all these big shots before these congressional hearings. And here's this guy that heads some of the biggest multinational corporations ever in history. And they're hugely talented, and they have special skills, and they have to be paid hundreds of millions of dollars. But then they get up in front of that microphone and they say, God, I don't know, I'm just too busy to work with the little details of running a major multinational corporation. I don't know anything about accounting. I don't know anything about banking. I'm just the CEO. And this is a great system. And so I just wanted to enlighten everyone about that because this is how it goes, the blame game. So when you do really well, it's because you're special and you have skills and you're very talented. But when you lose your shit and you fuck up and lots of money and lots of lives are destroyed, then it's somebody else's fault. Here's a good example of that too. So the banks, you know, they're making money hand over fist and doing it in a voodoo economic system. And it's great as long as everything stays afloat and they don't get caught in their criminal activities and they make money hand over fist. But man, then it blows up in their face and they got to come to you and me, the taxpayers, to get money. But see, that's the beauty part about it. There's the blame game again, because what happens is, you know, when they make all these huge profits, it's because they're so talented and so skilled, and they're such great banks and corporations. So they get to keep all the profits. And then they split it among themselves. 100 million there, 100 million here. Everybody gets a piece of the pie. But when they lose their ass, and they lose all their money, and everybody can tell they're broke, and the emperor has no clothes, that's right, they come to you and me, because we're gonna fill their vaults back up with money so they can go back to the casino and gamble more money. So see how that works? They privatize the profits, and they socialize the losses. When they're making money hand over fist, it's all theirs because they deserve it. But when they lose their ass, it's somebody else's fault, and you and I have to pay for it. So I hope we had a good lesson today about how the blame game works, and how shirking responsibility works, and how the reward of mediocrity goes. And, it's always somebody else's fault. I'd be a big star here on YouTube, but, somebody else fucked me over. So otherwise, I'd be doing a lot better, and I'd be a rich man and a famous star here on YouTube. But I don't have to take any responsibility myself because of my low production values, my lack of public speaking experience, and my total lack of knowledge. But if I do get really successful, it's going to be because I'm so fucking great. So, is everybody enlightened now? I'm glad. Happy lesson, America. I'm a useful idiot. Don't you be one too.